Something subtle is happening. If you listen closely, you can almost feel it in the air. A quiet retreat, a soft withdrawal. Spiritually awake people are disappearing. Not in body, but in presence. From the noise, from the arguments, from the endless motion of the unconscious world. They are stepping out of conversations that go nowhere. They no longer find nourishment in opinions. They are not running from life. They are sinking deeper into it. The world still moves, but they are no longer spinning with it. They have become the still axis around which everything turns. To disappear is not to hide. It is to dissolve the false self, the one that always needed to be seen, praised, understood, and validated. The spiritually awake have realized to be unseen is to be free. When you stop needing to prove yourself, you discover that the self you were proving was never real in the first place. It's not an act of rebellion, it's a quiet act of liberation. You disappear not from the world, but from the illusion that you were ever separate from it. Humanity lives inside a theater of identities. Each person wears a mask, a mother, a worker, a believer, a success, a failure. But when consciousness awakens, these roles begin to feel heavy, almost painful. The conversations that once entertained you now sound like echoes in an empty hall. The pursuits that once excited you begin to lose their taste. And in that realization, something shifts. The need to play the part ends. You stop pretending, and you begin to breathe. You begin to live not as a character, but as the space in which the character was written. Modern life has become a constant shout. Everywhere the mind screams for attention. The next idea, the next argument, the next crisis. Noise has become the oxygen of the unconscious. Without it, the ego feels it might die. But for the one who is awake, that same noise becomes unbearable. It's like trying to meditate while standing beneath a waterfall of thoughts. So the awakened step back. They don't fight the noise. They simply no longer feed it. They choose silence, because silence reveals what noise hides. Stillness is not something you seek. It seeks you. It pulls you inward, softly but irresistibly. You begin to crave quiet spaces, slow moments, depth instead of distraction. You may start saying no more often, not out of rejection, but out of love for presence. You begin to realize that what you thought was loneliness is actually your soul remembering itself. The ego whispers, if you withdraw, you'll disappear. And in a way, it's true. Because what disappears is the false center around which your whole world revolved. But when that false self dissolves, you don't vanish. You awaken. You become vast, spacious, still. The personality fades like a shadow at sunset. And what remains is not emptiness, it's wholeness. The sky does not mourn the cloud that fades away. It simply becomes clear again. When thought quiets, awareness expands. There's no more inside or outside, only being, unfolding moment by moment. This spaciousness is not something you achieve. It's what remains when you stop striving. And as this stillness deepens, you notice something remarkable. You begin to feel everything more fully. The rustle of the wind, the sound of rain, the silence between words. This is what it means to be alive, not busy, but awake. The world still turns. People still argue, rush, and chase. But within you, there's a still point that remains untouched. You begin to live from that center, from that unshakable peace beneath the chaos. You don't escape the world. You stop being captured by it. The awakened don't stand above the storm. They become the calm inside it. As awareness grows, drama stops being interesting. It feels heavy, almost toxic. Conflict becomes transparent. You see anger as unhealed pain, pride as fear wearing armor. And so you stop reacting. You don't need to be right anymore. You prefer peace over victory. In this world, that kind of quiet is revolutionary. Society runs on attention, a constant exchange of eyes and validation. But the awake person sees through the game. They realize that attention is not love, it's a transaction of egos. True love requires no audience. True joy asks for no witness. And so the awakened slowly stop performing. They move quietly through the world, like wind through the trees, present, invisible, and free. Aloneness is not the absence of people, it's the presence of yourself. In solitude, you finally meet what has always been here, the silent watcher behind your thoughts. At first, it may feel empty. Then, suddenly, it feels full, so full that nothing else is needed. This is why the awakened often disappear, not to escape others, but to merge with the essence that connects all. The quiet phase after awakening is sacred. It's the time when you gather the fragments of all the identities you once wore. You rest, you breathe. You let the nervous system untangle from the habit of constant doing. It's not a pause from life. It's life rediscovering its natural rhythm. You begin to see that stillness is not something apart from existence. It is existence. As the mind's noise fades, its energy transforms into awareness. The energy once used for fear now fuels clarity. The energy once lost in striving now becomes compassion. Presence radiates without effort. Even silence becomes an act of service. The awakened no longer speak about peace, they are peace. When you return to the world, you no longer walk as a someone. You walk as consciousness itself, aware of the eternal stillness beneath every step. Work continues, relationships continue, But something profound has changed. You act without attachment. You love without fear. You give without losing. This is the quiet revolution. To be in the world, but not of it. To disappear from the world is to merge more deeply with it. When the sense of me dissolves, life flows freely through you. There's no longer you and the world. There's only life, aware of itself. You are the ocean that was once pretending to be a wave. And in realizing this, you stop chasing the shore, because you're home already. Those who disappear do not abandon humanity. They heal it in silence. Their presence, though unseen, softens the atmosphere. Their stillness touches countless hearts without a single word. They are like quiet lanterns in a dark forest, guiding others without ever needing to shine. So, yes, the spiritually awake are disappearing, but not into nothingness. They are disappearing into everything. They are fading from the illusion so they can return as truth. And maybe, as you listen, you feel that same calling, the soft invitation to stop performing, to rest, to dissolve. Do not resist it. Let yourself disappear so that what is real may finally appear.